Now, they were evacuated out of the besieged Syrian city of Homs, but that doesn't mean they're safe. There's growing concern over the fate of nearly 300 men who are being held for questioning by the regime. A truce ensured that around 1,000 civilians were escorted out of the city by the Red Cross and the UN, but further evacuation efforts were suspended this afternoon. Our international editor, Lindsay Hilsum, reports.
Casualties of war. Who wouldn't want to leave Homs' old city, where there is no medical care, no food, no respite? Amongst those evacuated, some too weak to walk. Hard to know whether they're rebels who've been injured or civilians who've succumbed to hardship and hunger. And that's exactly what the Syrian government wants to know too. Yesterday, men joined women and children being evacuated by the UN. But males between 15 and 55, fighting age, aren't covered by the agreement between the government and rebels. The fear is that the Syrian security forces will detain and torture them, or worse. Today, 300 men were questioned in this ruined school, while UN officials provide whatever protection they can.
It was understood from all sides, from the very beginning, that these people would not be part of the evacuation agreement. We are here to facilitate, but as you rightly say, we are here to ensure that people are protected, are looked after, and that their rights are maintained. So in that guise, we will continue to do that, but for sure, there will be a judicial process followed as well.
The government says only a handful will be detained, but the British Foreign Secretary has raised the spectre of Srebrenica, when the Serbian authorities killed 7,000 Bosnian men and boys after separating them from the women. For others, leaving Homs is just a relief.
I'm so happy because I'm going to see my son. He's waiting for me. I haven't seen him for the last 3 years. I stayed because it's my home, but the last 2 months have been really hard. They did not harm us, but we were so frightened.
Homs' old city is a ruin, but some rebel forces and even a few civilians will stay. After the UN evacuation operation is over, expect a government assault.
We knew that the aid coming in would most likely end up with the gunmen, but we have to allow it in. With the civilians out, we will have more room to maneuver, and we can use new methods and tactics.
The men of old Homs have a choice: leave and face the possibility of arrest and time in one of President Assad's notorious jails, or stay, knowing that when the next offensive comes, government forces will show no restraint, no mercy.